Hi, my name's Gareth, I'm from Oscillosaurus. We're here at the Oscillosaurus and Friends booth at Superbooth. We brought over some of my modules, but also some of the modules from other Australian manufacturers. So I can show you through our rig. So we've got a bunch of Oscillosaurus panels here. If you know about Oscillosaurus, you will know probably of the panels first. We've made panels for mutable instruments modules, but also the ornament and crime temps utile. More recently, we've moved into modules. So we've got the SOMA module, which is a quad voltage processor and sequential switch circuit for interesting combinations. We've got other modules that we brought over from Australian manufacturers. So we've got the Null A from Nonlinear Circuits over in Perth. We've got the Death Ray PE machine, drone machine from Analogue Orders up in Brisbane. We've got the Hyperfist, Dirty Glitch and Irakanji from our friend at Beast Tech down in Melbourne. Metro Modular bringing out a range of modules based on the Aries series, as well as also a new range of their own designs based in Sydney. And we've got this Red Light District 84 HP Modular Sequencer, which can link to drum machines and other MIDI equipment. That's a good DIY project and also going to be available assembled. Most of these modules can be available as DIY or assembled modules. A lot of them are out on the market already. The sequencer is due in coming months. SOMA should be available around the end of May or June, and will be available for between 200 and 250 Australian dollars assembled, but also available as DIY kits. Yeah, that's us. We've got a last thing, but certainly not least, is the case. So we've got a case made by Amalgamod based in Melbourne. It's marketed as the lightest travel case on the market, but it's also extremely rigid with a solid ABS design, molded plastic, and an excellent power system. Okay, so the SOMA module by Oscillosaurus is a quad voltage processor. So just to show what this can do, into the input 1, we've got a triangle LFO from the Null A. The pot for channel 1 is an attenuverter, so you can invert the signal or attenuate the signal. With nothing plugged into the second input, it's normal to 5 volts, and you're looking at the mixed output of those 2 channels. So as we include that into the mix, it applies an offset to the LFO. We've got another pair, 3 and 4, coming out of another set here, and then we've also got a sum of all 4 and an inverted sum. If we provide a clock into SOMA, it's also got a sequential switch circuit, and you should be able to see the dim LED. So it's a bit difficult to see. I don't know if it's picking it up on the. Yeah. Anyway, I'll continue explaining it. If you provide a clock into SOMA, it's got a sequential switch circuit built into it. So any inputs that are into here can be modified, and then you'll get the modified version at the out on each step. With nothing plugged in, we get a DC voltage that you can use as a sequence or a stepped modulation source. You can link 2 SOMAs together and create 8 steps. We provide gates for each step, so you can self-patch to allow 3, 5 odd number steps for your sequence. And that pretty much rounds up what SOMA is. In the case 2, we've got the brand new synth voice from Nonlinear Circuits. It's a full synth voice with 2 VCOs, 2 different VCFs, a delay, a mix area, VCAs, but also some modulation too. So you've got sample and hold circuit, you've got a chaos circuit down the bottom, which is providing the random CV source from the NLC sloth. It's got an envelope generator. It's also got a small sequencer and an LFO built in, as well as clock dividers. So it's a pretty complete synth by itself. Okay. In the corner here, we've got the green modules by Analogue Orders. He specialises in noise and industrial style synth modules. You've got the drone machine, which is stacked square waves, and one out, which will give you excellent drones. You've got the Death Ray, which is a synth voice with LFO and filter built in. And we've got the PE Machine, another noise creating synth, which is great for more percussive sounds as it takes a trigger and has got an out. Metro Modular are one of the newer guys on the scene. They're bringing back the Aries series of modules and bringing them to Eurorack, but they're also concentrating on their own designs. One of their own designs is the Steel Falcon VCF. It's a great sounding, really smooth VCF with two voltage control inputs, linear FM, a mixer section so you can have 3 audio inputs going in, obviously control over resonance and frequency. You've got 1 pole, 2 pole, 3 pole and 4 pole outs. The next one is the balanced modulator, which is essentially a sort of ring mod module. And lastly on the end here is the Test Eagle, which is an interface between your Bananas and your Eurorack modules, also good for sending off to test equipment if you're DIYing your modules at home. In the bottom corner here we've got the 3 modules by Beasttech. We've got the Hyperfist Wavetable VCO. We've got the Dirty Glitch Noise VCO, and also the Irikanji Glitch Drum. So 3 very different modules, very raw, lots of presets included in all of these, with very different sounding outputs. The big white sequencer down the bottom here is by Galt. They're called the Red Light District. It's an 84 HP sequencer, which has MIDI capabilities to talk to your outboard gear, as well as a special sequencer section with several different modes. The ones you would usually expect, which are your forward and reverse. You've got one that will skip a step. You've also got a Brownian, which is a chance-based system. It'll either move forwards or backwards and create interesting variations on your sequence. Alright, my name is Gareth from Oscillosaurus. Thank you for visiting us at Superbooth.